What's up? It's your boy Alex here from Boss Life, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to fix dopamine addiction. I've been an obsessed student of self-development since 2007 and have traveled the world coaching purpose-driven, high-performing men since 2013. Entrepreneurs up to the multi-billion-dollar level, public speakers, investors, bankers, doctors, psychologists, military. This stuff works for them, so I'm confident it will help you too. So if you're the kind of person who's interested in how to rewire your brain to optimize productivity, or even if you're just curious, this is the video for you. Now, before we begin, be sure to subscribe with notifications because I release 2 videos per week about how to live a boss life. And of course, if you're really passionate about using dopamine addiction to your advantage, make sure you download the free Quarantine Domination Blueprint or sign up for a free Habit Hacker Mastermind consultation where we can go deeper into this topic. I'll put the links in the description box below. How to fix dopamine addiction. Look, we humans, we're wired for instant gratification. And when something triggers that dopamine spike, we go, ooh, I like that. So it's very easy for us in today's age especially to find ourselves trapped in a negative dopamine addiction cycle, particularly with the rise of social media and technology, everyone having these smartphones in our pockets at all times. Every day we are re-addicting ourselves to dopamine from these unhealthy sources like social media, like video games, like YouTube and the smartphone. The way to rewire your brain and fix dopamine addiction to optimize for productivity is to begin to use healthy sources of dopamine. So we're not going to eradicate all dopamine sources for you. That's not what we're going to do. We're actually just going to switch your main source of dopamine from these unhealthy, easy, unhelpful things. I'm one of these people who really feels the dopamine addiction in me. I can feel that I have this tendency to reach for my phone and check for notifications. I can feel that when I'm impatient or not fully present, I'll have an instinct to go want to check something or do something or browse something to get that dopamine flooded in. I recognize this within myself, but I have figured out a way to convert the main source of my dopamine to these healthy sources. Imagine if it was as easy to go to the gym as it was to watch TV. Both trigger dopamine. One of them, you're sitting there lazy and you get to basically have your cake up front. You basically get to eat the sweets, the dessert before dinner. After you watch TV for a few hours, maybe then you feel like a lazy piece of shit and you didn't do anything productive today perhaps, and so then you're paying for it afterwards. But if you go to the gym, you're paying for it up front. It sucks right now. You have to get up off your ass. You can't watch TV right now. You got to go sweat and exert effort. But after you finish the gym, then you're going to feel good. So this is again that old quote about choosing the pain of discipline over the pain of regret. Either way, we're going to feel pain. So what we can do is we can actually switch our brain source of dopamine over to something that's healthy and helpful, like working out, like reading. And the way that we do this is, first of all, you have to have the goals in mind. Where do you want to go? What person do you want to be in the future if you had a magic wand? Then when you reverse engineer that person and figure out what daily habits have to be done right now, starting today, to get you to that person in the future, now we're getting somewhere. So now you've come up with this goal, this person you want to be. You have to clarify why. Why do you want to be there? And also, what is it going to take to become that person? At that point, now we have the goal, the destination, we have the next steps because we've reverse engineered what has to happen to become that person. So we know what has to happen every day from here on out to make that transformation. And we know why you're doing all that effort. So in other words, you have an exciting, compelling reason to exert this effort as opposed to just sitting around. Now you can actually feel a dopamine spike when you go and do a workout because you know that it's bringing you closer to that amazing, exciting vision. Just like when we're playing a video game and we get addicted to the video game and it's like really enticing and we want to finish it and we want to get to the achievements and we want to see the end and we want to beat the final boss and we're excited by the journey of that game, right? It's the same way for your goals in real life. You can get excited by the progress you're making towards those exciting, compelling compelling goals if you've done that work I already mentioned to make them compelling. And when you start to do that, now when you do the right things during the day, when you floss, when you meditate, when you read, when you work out, when you do the things that you know you're supposed to do, that you should do to become who you want to be, you get a hit of dopamine and you actually feel rewarded chemically for doing the right thing. And then on the contrary, what happens, or rather what happens in tandem and contrarily, is you also start to feel like shit doing the wrong things. So all of a sudden, when you should be working out and you're instead distracting yourself on YouTube, the YouTube doesn't feel good anymore like it used to. The dopamine spike doesn't come in anymore like it used to, because you've clarified that you shouldn't be doing that actually right now. You should be in the gym. So it's become less rewarding to do the wrong thing. In other words, easier not to do them. Okay. And that's often the problem that I find as far as these dopamine addictions. We get trapped in a cycle. So I hope that this helps. This is a really important concept, as usual, like everything I talk about here. So if you liked it, please let me know. Hit the like and comment below. I love hearing from you. And again, subscribe with the bell. I appreciate you. Check the links in the description box below. There's some great stuff there. The Quarantine Domination Blueprint, the Habit Hacker Mastermind, free consultation. Get on it. All right. And I look forward to speaking to you again in the next video.
Thank you, Mr. Alex Walton. You got it for me, buddy.